Start with loosening the nuts on the steering clamp. This will make it easier to put the steering pan in the headset. Tighten the hexa bolt slightly. Lock the nuts on the steering clamp. Remove the bolt out of the front fork. Take the bolt and place it in the light and the fender. Put the bolt back into the hole and tighten the nuts with the appropriate tools. Check if the fender and light are centered. Remove the bolts out of the frame and attach it to the metal bracket. Reattach the bolts and lock them. Lock the nut in the center of the fender. Make sure you tighten the nut in the middle of the welt. Loosen the locking system of the wheel. Place the wheel into the frame. Tighten it slightly. Check if the wheel is centered. Tighten it more and lock down the clamp. Place the disc brake caliper on the disc. Lock the two bolts of the disc caliper onto the frame. Always check if you have sufficient braking power. If you want to know more about adjusting the brakes, please check the manual. Make sure you readjust the steering wheel to the rider's personal preferences. Lock the steering wheel. Turn on the red power switch located under the rear end of the battery. Switch on the display and set the speed. Now give the belt a push to initiate the support and start walking.